Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. Okay, guys, so it's so much fun to be back in front of the camera and not just talking into a mic. Thank you guys for your patience. I know that we didn't do hot, messy topics on Monday, but we have one hell of one planned for you guys tomorrow. That's going to be a very fun live. I will go ahead and post that later, but I did do a video earlier, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow about the Brandy and Andy of it all. I posted a poll in the community as well. Please go vote in that. But in the meantime, it looks like trouble in paradise for Lisa Vanderpump, and also Shannon Beador is making some demands against Johnny J. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So I don't even know where to start. I guess I'm going to start right here with the Lisa Vanderpump of it all. I'm sure you guys have heard about this, but if you haven't, thank you to Reality T. It looks like Lisa Vanderpump is beyond booked and busy. We know that. She has another show, Vanderpump Villa on Hulu. She recently appeared on Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars, and both Lisa and her husband, Ken Todd, have been entangled in some new legal drama. Now the couple is selling their West Hollywood condo and getting the record straight about the previous liens on the property. So apparently Lisa Vanderpump has a valid reason for selling the West Hollywood condo. According to the Daily Mail, Lisa and Ken put their condo in West Hollywood on the market for $799,000. In August of 2016, the couple purchased the property for $630,000. Okay. The condo has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the unit is 955 square feet. It has a patio, 2 parking spaces, and a storage unit. And Ken and Lisa's son, Max Todd, was living in the condo. In May of 2022, the unit faced foreclosure. A notice of default and election to sell under deed of trust was filed. And Lisa and Ken, who owed $40,691.19, that was the sum that they were supposed to pay of the original amount of $441,000. But a month later, the notice of default was canceled. A notice of rescission of notice of default and election to sell under deed of trust was put in place. Those are some words. However, the condo has had multiple liens. In 2018, there was a lien of nearly $5,000, which was resolved a year later. Then the couple was slapped with another lien for $6,927.95 in July of 2020. And finally, in April of 2024, another lien for $24,109.61 was attached to the condo. So in a statement to the Daily Mail, Lisa said, Max is selling it after living there for 7 years. There was a dispute with the HOA that has since been resolved, and there are no liens on the property. He will be traveling this summer and working in Idaho, where he spent 2020 during the pandemic working with autistic children, and has returned to enjoy the summer there. He will look for a new place upon his return. But an attorney for the Vanderpumps explained the situation. An attorney for the Vanderpump family said, as an initial matter, a security lien or liens is an action taken by certain creditors to protect their interests. It reflects a claimed debt, and it does not mean that someone owes a certain debt. None of the family have been found liable for any debt by a court of law. Nobody in the family has defaulted on any justly due or owing payments, and there will be no foreclosure on Max's property. Meanwhile, Lisa and Ken have been sued by 2 former Tom Tom bartenders for wrongful termination, and the 2 former employees have accused the restaurateurs of defamation, unlawful business practices, not giving rest periods, and blacklisting. They're requesting unspecified damages, so it just does not stop for the Vanderpumps. So it's really not the worst news. I mean, sure, nobody wants liens, but HOAs, guys, if you and anybody who has like a condo, I had a condo in West Palm Beach. The HOA was it was the biggest thorn in my ass. Every time we turned around, there was some new cost. There was a special assessment. There was leaks happening from above, leaks going from us and below. It was an older building. And then all of a sudden they wanted to redo the driveway. So then they went around to all of the units and they wanted 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. You have X amount of time to pay it. And then finally, we got word that over the next few years, they were going to do a $50,000 special assessment to fix the roof of the building, and each unit would have to pay $50,000, which was insane. And I don't know if that ever came to fruition, but when I was just starting to hear about all of these different special assessments and costs, I was like, goodbye. I don't want this place. This is a money pit. No, absolutely no way. But moving on to Shannon Beador. Oh, Shannon. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Shannon Beador is seeking the dismissal of her ex John Jansen's lawsuit, and she wants him to pay her legal fees. Around the same time, plastic surgeons addressed Shannon's facelift, with one claiming it looks freakish. John, who's dating another OC housewife, Alexis Bellino, decided to sue Shannon after the current season started filming. He claimed in the lawsuit that Shannon asked for 2 loans totaling $75,000 to cover a facelift, and according to John, he wired the money, but she failed to pay it back. He also accused her of fraud and breach of contract and recently asked the court for punitive damages. But Shannon has maintained that the money was a gift. Now, In Touch obtained court documents claiming that Shannon is seeking the dismissal of John's lawsuit, and she denied his accusations of any wrongdoing via the suit. And she wants John to pay her lawyer fees. In the newly filed document, Shannon claimed John wasn't entitled to any sort of relief because he hasn't suffered any irreparable injury based on an alleged conduct from Shannon. She added that part, if not all, of John's alleged damages were incurred as a result of John's own breaches, acts, omissions, and negligence, and thus recovery by John against Shannon is barred or reduced accordingly. Her attorney said that Shannon's business practices weren't unlawful, unfair, deceptive, or untrue, and she complied with all federal and state laws. So she wants John to pay her lawyer's fees for the frivolous claims. Shannon has engaged attorneys in defense of John's frivolous, unfounded, and unreasonable claims, and are thereby entitled to an award of reasonable attorney's fees pursuant to applicable law upon judgment in Shannon's favor. Her lawsuit continued, John's claims are barred, in whole or in part due to the fact that no contract was formed because all or part of the contract or transaction resulted from fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation. Shannon's attorney added that part, if not all, of John's alleged damages were the result of intervening or superseding events, acts, or omissions of other parties or industry market conditions over which Shannon had no control and for which Shannon cannot be held liable to John. Shannon claimed that she's entitled to a set of any money owed by her ex, including money owed to Shannon pursuant to any contract. And she wants the court to award her legal fees and dismiss each of his claims. But meanwhile, plastic surgeons who have treated Shannon are addressing her facelift procedure. Shannon looks freakish, is what a source said to Life and Style, and this was via Yahoo. Whatever she has done, it's way too much. Dr. Yul Shahar, a plastic surgeon in New York, told the outlet, poor Shannon Beador, her face looks distorted. She underwent a bad facelift with lumps and bumps that are a result of the skin dissection and separation from muscles underneath. She had suspension sutures near the corner of her mouth, creating unnatural puckering. She had extensive fillers in the lower cheeks, as if a golf ball was implanted. He claimed that her lower eyelid needed tightening. Oh, God. It looks like she has also used way too many fillers to try to restore the volume in the face, is what Dr. Renato Calabria said. Now, Dr. Shahar also added, most but not all of the deformities can be corrected by a professional plastic surgeon. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Obviously, nobody is walking away feeling good about that. But listen, this is going to be some shit. So go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.